You just crushed an arm day. Your biceps are swollen, triceps are carved, and you feel like a Greek god. But then you look down at your forearms, and they look like two sad breadsticks trying their best. Here's the truth nobody tells you. You can build cannonball shoulders, massive pecs, and sculpted abs all day long. But if your forearms look like they belong to someone who's never opened a pickle jar, you're missing the entire point. Because forearms are one of the only muscle groups that are always on display. Roll up your sleeves, and boom, instant credibility check. Build them right, and you'll look like you could rip a phone book in half. Plus, thick forearms make your entire arm look bigger by filling the gap between your elbow and wrist. And here's the kicker. This is one of the few places where vascularity shows up early. You don't need to be stage-ready shredded. Train them correctly, and you'll have veins snaking down your arms like lightning bolts. So if you want arms that demand respect, forearms are where you start, because nothing says, "I lift," quite like a handshake that could bend steel. But there's another reason you need to train forearms that has nothing to do with looking good. Picture this. You're going heavy on deadlifts. Your back is primed, your legs are ready, then suddenly your grip fails and the bar drops like it's made of molten lava. Game over. Your forearms aren't just cosmetic. They're the foundation of every single pulling movement you do. You could have the strongest lats in the world, but if your forearms tap out first, you're leaving gains on the table. Strong forearms equal an iron grip, and an iron grip means you can actually complete your sets. Deadlifts, pull-ups, rows, farmer's carries, everything gets leveled up when your grip can match your ambition. Genetics, reality check. Alright, time for the part nobody wants to hear. Forearm genetics are brutal, just like calves. Some people are born with forearms that look like they've been forged in a blacksmith shop. Others get the short end of the genetic stick. It all comes down to two things: bone structure and muscle belly length. That's where your muscles connect to your tendons. If you were blessed with long muscle bellies, congratulations. Your forearms will fill out thick and full with less effort. But if your muscle bellies are short, your gains will show up differently. Less mass, more definition. Is it unfair? Absolutely. But before you rage quit and blame your parents, here's the thing. Bad genetics don't mean you can't grow them. They just mean your ceiling is different. You might not get the freakish size, but you can still build impressive, defined vascular forearms that turn heads. Genetics load the gun, but effort pulls the trigger. So stop using your DNA as an excuse and start holding yourself accountable for skipping forearm day. Now let's talk about how to actually build these things. You don't need complicated equipment or an extra hour at the gym. You just need 5 strategic exercises that hit the 3 main functions of your forearms: elbow flexion, wrist flexion, and extension, and crushing grip strength. And yes, one of them involves a bucket of rice. Stay with me. But before we dive into the exercises, here's what most people get wrong. Your forearm isn't a single muscle. It's a complex network of smaller muscles working as a team. And not all of them grow the same. Some have massive growth potential. Others, not so much. That's why you see people hammering wrist curls for months with zero visible progress. Because plot twist, the muscles used in wrist flexion aren't the ones that blow up your forearms. If you want size, you need to focus on the real MVP, the brachioradialis. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. This muscle runs along the top of your forearm near your elbow, and it has the highest growth potential of the entire forearm group. Build this, and your arms instantly look more powerful. So if you're chasing size, this muscle does the heavy lifting. To hit it hard, use neutral or overhand grips. That brings us to exercise number 1, hammer curls. Dumbbells, cable ropes, hammer curl machines, pick your weapon. As long as your palms are facing each other, you're targeting the brachioradialis. Simple, effective, and you're probably already doing them for your biceps anyway. But the real king here? Reverse curls. Exercise number 2. This movement absolutely destroys the brachioradialis while also hitting your wrist extensors. That's a 2-for-1 deal. Bigger forearms and healthier elbows in one movement. Massively underrated, yet incredibly simple to add right after your bicep work. Next up, we need to address the supporting cast, the wrist flexors and extensors. These are the muscles that bend and straighten your wrists. They're also the troublemakers responsible for most of that elbow pain we talked about earlier. Now, these muscles won't give you massive size. They're not going to make your forearms explode overnight. But strengthening them is essential for keeping your elbows healthy and pain-free. If you want to train them efficiently without wasting time, exercise number 3 is the wrist roller. You know, that wooden dowel with a rope and a plate dangling from it? The direction you roll determines which muscles you hit. Roll the weight up, you work the wrist extensors. Roll it down, you hit the wrist flexors. Just don't hold it straight out in front of you like you're Captain America holding a shield. That's a one-way ticket to torch shoulders. Keep your elbows bent, close to your sides, and roll with control. Now for the fourth piece of the puzzle, pure grip strength. This targets the deep muscles in your hands and fingers, the ones you can't see. They won't add visible size, but they'll make you functionally stronger. And stronger grip equals heavier lifts. Heavier lifts equal more overall muscle. Exercise number 4, hand grippers. Those compact, spring-loaded tools that look innocent but burn like hellfire. The beauty? You can use them anywhere. Between sets at the gym, at your desk, even while binge-watching Netflix. Or better yet, while watching GI Gym videos. Brain gains and forearm gains simultaneously. That's efficiency. You can also level up your grip training with fat grips. These are thick rubber sleeves that wrap around your dumbbells or barbells. They make the bar thicker and way harder to hold, turning every single rep into a grip challenge. Cost-effective, brutally effective, and perfect if you're tight on time. Just don't go overboard or your back day will turn into a forearm-only session. And finally, for those who want something completely different, let me hit you with exercise number 5, rice bucket training. Grab a 5-gallon bucket, fill it with rice, and jam your hands in like you're hunting for treasure. Squeeze, twist, claw, open your fingers wide, move in every direction possible. Does it look ridiculous? 100%. But does it build insane grip strength and wrist stability? Also yes. The workout plan. Now, if you actually want to grow bigger, stronger forearms without making your workouts last 3 hours, here are 2 simple routines you can plug into your training. Workout 1. Start with 4 sets of hammer curls, 10 to 20 reps. This hits the brachioradialis hard, giving your forearms that thick, 3-dimensional look. Next, grab the wrist roller. Do 3 sets rolling up, 3 sets rolling down. One direction trains the flexors, the other hammers the extensors. Finish with grip work, either grippers or the rice bucket. Both work. Workout 2. Same structure, but swap hammer curls for reverse curls. Training frequency. Start slow. Hit forearms twice per week while your body adapts to the new stimulus. Once your recovery is dialed in and you're serious about growth, bump it up to 3 or even 4 times per week. Sound excessive? It's not. Forearms have insane recovery capacity and can handle way more volume than most muscle groups. Just remember, technique beats ego every single time. You don't need to turn into a circus strongman and launch weights across the room. Focus on clean form, full range of motion, and constant tension. Do that consistently, and your forearms will start stealing the show every time you roll up your sleeves.